I quickly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs. To my surprise, there were a lot of people in the hallways. It was surprising to see something different from the game. The question of whether this was real or not popped into my head again. As we approached the classroom, my heart began to beat even faster. What should I say when I enter the room? Should I do as the protagonist did? Ugh, I'm overthinking this. I should just be who I am, after all. Whoever brought me here obviously wanted me. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member's here!
I take a deep breath.
Hello everyone, my name's Rikdo Sakamoto. Happy to be here.
Okay, that's a good start. I glanced around the room and noticed the room is just like it was in the game. For a moment I paused, looking at the girls in front of me.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought your boyfriend?
What? That's not what she said in the game. Well, yeah, the main character and Sayori were childhood friends, but...
What? He's not my boyfriend.
Yeah, we're...
I could see there was really no point in arguing. Natsuki is still her manga-loving tsundere self. Huh? Monika is staring at me with a confused expression. Does she know something?
Is that really you?
She seemed to have a suspicious look on her face. Did she already realize I'm not the original protagonist? I'll have to talk to her in private later.
Of course it's me. Who else would it be? Anyways, nice to meet you all.
I had to quickly shut down that conversation. I couldn't risk the others finding out. The only one who would even understand was Monika.
It's great to see you. Welcome to the club, Rikdo.
It's great to be here, Monika.
Wait, do you two know each other already?
They do. They were in the same class last year. But I don't think they know each other very well.
Actually, I happened to meet Monika a few weeks ago, and we chatted for a bit.
So that's why you came here, huh?
No, I mean, that's not the only reason.
So, it is a reason.
That's not what I... Even so, why is it a bad thing to go to a club because of your friends?
Humph.
Even though tsunderes aren't my type, I will admit that Natsuki had to be my second favorite character in the game.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Anyways, this is Natsuki Suzuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri Tanaka, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
Honestly, if I have to say who is the most beautiful, then I would say Yuri. Her dark purple long and slender hair looks really beautiful now that I'm inside the game.
Nice to meet you, Suzuki-san, Tanaka-san. I hope we will get along well.
Come sit down, Rikdo. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. Natsuki made cupcakes for the club.
Right, she didn't need to trick me into joining the club with cupcakes. I'm not much into sweets, but it wouldn't do me any good in refusing. Sayori really put me into a corner. Can't really blame her.
I'll get them.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them, got it?
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make us some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. I looked at Monika. She's looking at me expectantly, obviously wanting me to sit next to her. I compromised by sitting in the empty seat between Monika and Sayori. I decided this would be the best option for everyone. Monika still gave me a smile despite that. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you all ready for some delicious cupcakes? Ta-da!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray, revealing a dozen white fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little Totoros from My Neighbor Totoro. Apparently, Studio Ghibli exists here. This world is getting more and more real as I went along. It's really freaking me out. My stomach is growling. That reminds me, I didn't eat yet. Come to think of it, how would food of a video game taste?
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Did I say Monika's line?
What are you waiting for? Dig in, dummies.
I wonder, will it taste like bread, rice, water, air, nothing? Or like a real cupcake?
I love it!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I couldn't help smiling at Sayori's cute antics. Oh, I don't like that look. I turned the cupcake around my fingers, testing its texture. So far, it really looks real. Either this was great coding, or... No, it had to be great coding. There's no way this place is real. I finally take a bite. I have to give her kudos. Somehow, this is one of the best desserts I'd ever eaten. I should say something.
It's the most delicious cupcake in the world.
Natsuki had a very satisfied expression on her face.
Suzuki-san, you're the best baker I've ever met. Thank you so much for this.
Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I made them for you or anything.
Of course. You made them for the club, right?
Yeah, right. I made them for the club, understood?
Sure, Tsundere-chan.
Tsundere-chan? Who are you calling a tsundere, dummy?
Nothing, Tsundere-chan.
I'm not a tsundere.
Huh. Never seen her do that pose before in the game. The thought of this being real creeped into my mind. No! This couldn't be real. That's impossible. Still, I should apologize. I went overboard there. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Everyone is now around the table. Huh. Let's see how this tea tastes. I sure hope it's good. I slowly take the cup in front of me and bring it to my mouth.
Maybe you should wait.
Too late. My tongue! Ah! After a few seconds of trying to cool my tongue while remaining calm for the girls, the pain finally settles.
Yeah, I'll wait a bit.
Do you like tea, Sakamoto-san?
Yeah, I really enjoy tea. Especially Earl Grey. What about you? It looks like you really like it.
I do. I especially like drinking tea while enjoying a good book.
Yeah, oddly enough, I really like tea. It definitely pairs well with books, movies, and games.
I see. What kind of literature do you like to read?
Honestly, I read all kinds of books, from horror to fantasy. Recently though, I've been really into manga and visual novels.
Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. I suppose she's looking forward to sharing her hobby with me.
Visual novels? What are they?
To make it simple, it's like an interactive book with pictures and sounds. It's classified as a kind of video game.
It seems like an interesting concept.
Monika suddenly speaks up.
What is your favorite visual novel, Rikdo?
Oh boy, here we go. One thing for sure is I'm not going to give her the satisfaction.
I forget, it was a sort of dating sim, if I remember correctly.
How can you forget the title of your favorite thing?
Well, sometimes I just can't remember even the most obvious things.
It's okay. It happens to everyone. I kind of want to know, who's your favorite character in that game?
Here we go.
The childhood friend honestly grew on me.
I could feel the salt in the air coming from her. Got her. I need to change the subject quickly though. I didn't want to get deleted. Or worse, get Sayori deleted. Natsuki it is then. Hope I remember what the guy said in the game.
By the way, Suzuki-san, you like manga, don't you?
Yeah? What about it?
No need to be so defensive. There's nothing wrong with liking manga, you know?
I know that! Manga is literature too!
That's right, Natsuki. You also usually like to write about cute things, huh?
What would give you that idea?
You left this piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. I have it right here.
Eh! Give that back!
Fine, fine.
Don't worry, Natsuki. Everyone just likes to play around with you.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
Thank you, Sayori. I'm glad that someone gets it.
I don't know, your face tells me differently, Suzuki-san.
Don't say that! I'm not cute!
I didn't say that, but...
Well, if you aren't cute, then why don't you share your writing with us?
No! You wouldn't like them.
Well, if they are good as your cupcakes, I'd say I would like them. Then again, I don't know.
So you wouldn't like them.
Come on, everyone says the best bakers always make the best writers.
That was so corny and nonsensical.
I've never heard anyone say that before.
Sorry, that was a strange thing to say.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing one's writing that comes from the heart takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Well said. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri?
Well,
I guess, now that I think about it, I might be a bit shy to share my poems I made.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri looked quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own about anything we want. Then, the next time we meet, we can all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bonds of the club. Isn't that right, Rikdo?
Well, I don't know if I'm that good at writing poems, but I'll do the very best I can.
At least I'm quite sure I cannot be worse than the original protagonist. Then again, he had magical main character powers. Stupid anime logic.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monika looks over at me once more.
Rikdo, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself, especially now.
Yeah, because you know I'm not the original protagonist.
I do too.
Oh boy. Talking to her alone in an empty classroom is going to be awkward. I guess that didn't exactly matter. I have other things to worry about. Like how the hell the poem minigame would turn out. Would I dream of words and then have to choose them? Would it automatically advance me to the next day? Or worse, would I actually have to write a poem?
See everyone tomorrow.